Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are planning in my Big Happy Planner for the week of May 26th through June 1st. I pulled out Spring Allure by Live Love Posh because I feel like this is kind of my final opportunity to use spring themed stickers since it's about to be June. I know that once June 1st hits, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's summer, right? Not even necessarily. It doesn't really mean that it's summer because it's not summer yet. But I feel like once June is there, that's kind of when I start to kick off my summery style spreads. So summer spreads for me are always, well, not always, last year and probably this year too, a little bit what's the word? Okay, so let me back up. This is a planner, right? It's somewhere that I'm decorating and I'm putting stickers down and we're making it pretty, but it is a planner. However, I don't always know my plans in the summer. And the reason for that is because we often go down to the Jersey Shore, but a lot of that is dependent on weather. I'm gonna pull out, I think, this washi. So for this week, I know that we're not going down the shore because there's other things going on that are going to prevent us from going down. But excuse me, for other weekends as the summer goes on, I may be unsure for a lack of a better word, but also kind of a pun because, sure. So sometimes when I'm setting up my planner for the week, I don't know if the weekend is going to be filled with to-dos at home or plans, or we are just going to be, lounging on the beach. So this one is fine because I know that we're going to be home, but it's just one of those things that I'm going to be mindful of. You may remember, if you've been here for a little while, that last summer I actually didn't even end up using my big in August. There's no rule that says that you have to use your planner all 12 months of the year or even all 52 weeks of the year. It was, things were so busy last summer, kind of for me, like settling into, summer with James and what that life looked like, that I felt like my big planner was an extra space that I didn't necessarily need. And it was taking more time to fill out. It wasn't even the decorating part, it was the filling out. I was like, why am I doing this? So we are back to it this summer, but again, I only took off last August. So I don't know what this August brings. I know that, this summer I think I feel a little bit less busy heading into this summer because number one, I know what to expect. Number two, I'm actually filming this on what's today? Wednesday, May 20th, because tomorrow we're going down the shore for Memorial Day weekend. And this time, when we go down tomorrow, we're going to take my car. I have an SUV, and we're basically going to like move in for the summer. And I say that in quotes because we're not moving in. There's a lot of stuff that I will be leaving at home. But last summer, one of the challenges that I had, and I feel like it was a challenge just because of how time consuming it was, but every weekend I would pack up my stuff, prepare to go down the shore, come home, unpack, pack again. It was just the never ending packing of stuff all summer. And this time we're going to do things a little bit differently, or at least I'm going to do things a little bit differently. When we go down tomorrow, we are going to bring, like I said, we're going to bring my car. I think there's spring quotes in here somewhere, right? Yes. Let's do the beauty of spring up here. It's a nice space for it. So we're going to bring down an office chair. Like a year and a half ago, maybe, I upgraded my office chair. Or I didn't upgrade it. I actually got a lower quality one, but I changed my office chair. So we're going to bring my old office chair down there because when we are down there and I'm working from there, it's much better for me and my back and my mental health to have a good chair. And the office chair that I got rid of was a Tempur-Pedic chair. So that's been sitting in the garage waiting to go down. When James moved in and brought his television, we ended up with an extra television. So we're going to bring that down and we're going to put it in his room down there because it doesn't currently have one. And this is just good for like, a day that maybe one of us like wants to stay upstairs or go upstairs early and watch TV. And so that'll be really helpful. And then in December, I got a new hair dryer. My hair dryer wasn't broken, but I found a new one that I liked more. So I'm going to bring the old one down there. So it's things like that. It's things that, like, if I don't have to pack up my hair dryer, my full makeup bag, and everything every weekend that we're going down, it's going to be a time saver for me. So I've never really been in a position where I'm like going back and forth between two homes. So I'm also going to bring down a pillow because when James and I met, and I started spending more time at his place. I'm going to use a different sticker here. I'm really like particular about my pillows because I have like neck issues. So I had purchased a pillow to keep at his place. But of course, once he moved in, we no longer needed that. So we're going to bring that down as well. So just like different things that's going to make it feel a little bit more like home down there, and I'm excited. So, okay, this is such a cute, I didn't even use the washi that I pulled out. I don't know if I need it, but we'll see. For me, functionally, each day really needs a box and checklist, which I have so far. Monday is Memorial Day, but I think that we may be coming home Sunday. One of the reasons I wanted to film this video is because I'm about to be away the next few days, so I don't have the time. I'm not going to have the time to do it. Tuesday, I have a Patreon Zoom. Wednesday, if the weather holds up, so James is in a kickball league, but we've had such bad weather this May that I feel like he's only had like one game. They keep getting canceled, so I haven't gone to any. So Wednesday, as long as the weather's good, I would like to go to his kickball game. I want to bring this in here somehow. It's not a great sticker for this space, but I like it, and I want some more floral in here. So I think actually, there's no rule that says I can't go around the lines, so we're just going to do that. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, I don't have anything going on, although we've been wanting to go to trivia. We haven't gone to trivia in a while, so maybe we'll do that Thursday. And then Friday, James is working Friday night, like trying to just kind of go in my head through what the plans are. Saturday, I have an oil change. If you were at Go Wild, you know. But one of the things that I mentioned when I was on stage at Go Wild was that every time I get in my car, it like pings that I need an oil change. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I need an oil change. And then I go to wherever I'm going. And by the time I get there or I get home, I forget that I need an oil change and I don't schedule it until next time that I'm in my car. And it's one of those annoying things because I need to look at my calendar when I'm scheduling an oil change. I can't just like call them and be like, oh yeah, it dinged me. Let me call them right now. So anyway, my oil change is scheduled. The other thing is I hate getting an oil change. Because I lease my car, I like to get my oil change at the dealership because I feel like if anything goes wrong, it's their fault and it's their car. I don't know if that logic makes sense. It makes sense to me. So it takes a while and it's never shorter than a couple of hours. And I just think that that's like crazy. So I made the appointment for 8 a.m. on a Saturday, hoping that getting in there, they open at 7, and you are not going to get me out of the house at 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday to get to the dealership by 7. It's just not going to happen. So you know what? I'll bring my Kindle, or I'll bring my planner or my journal or something, and and deal with it. It's just one of those things that like I hate doing. So that's probably also why I haven't scheduled it because I just don't like it. So they do have like a drop off option. Like if, someone were to drop me off and then I would come back once it's ready. But in the past, I haven't had anyone to drop me off. And then in this case, James will be working until like 3 a.m. the night before. So I'm not going to ask him to drop me off. So that is, anyway, my oil change is scheduled. I fully meant to put these stickers up here so that I would not have two boxes next to each other, but I didn't do that. And you know what? It's okay. I'm not going to go through the whole effort of moving them. So I think that instead we'll use a large box on Thursday. I'm feeling a little bit behind on like my goals and my to-dos and my content and all of that. I think the busyness of May between coming back from Florida and going to Go Wild has definitely put me a little bit behind schedule. Plus, then when I got back from Indianapolis, as you can still hear, my throat feels fine. It's just my voice that's a little bit froggy. But I did take a couple of days off of filming. So like I'm not necessarily where I want to be with my YouTube schedule, but I'm okay with it. I'm surprisingly like calm about it. And if there's a day that I don't have a video, I will survive, and hopefully you will as well. I think that it's okay. So, there are some things that of course I want to make sure that I get done. Um certain like my monthly spread and my currently and some bigger ones, but because I have multiple planners, if one of my planners doesn't get decorated for the week, or you know what it is, it's not even about getting decorated for the week, it's about the video, because I need another quote here, but I don't like the size of any of these, so I'm going to look for another quote sticker book while I'm chatting with you. I feel like this is just a very chatty catch-up video. It's less about getting my planner decorated and more about the video to go along with it, because I can decorate my planner at any time, right? I can decorate it sitting on the couch watching a TV show. I can decorate it, I don't know, anytime. But I can't sit down and film a video anytime. And that's where there's a difference. So I feel like I've gotten into this mindset of, I can't put anything down in my planner unless it's during a YouTube video, but there's no rule that says that, and it's okay. So I like that quote. I do want to now bring in another purple quote somewhere on the left side because that's the only purple quote so far, but I do really like that one. And let's find another purple one. This is a good one. Be kinder to yourself. And that should maybe fit nicely here. Just about. It's going to go over a tiny bit, but that's okay. All right. What's next? Let's do a box on Friday. And we're going to pair it with something. Let's pair it with, we have the book already there. Maybe we just add in some of the honey. Something like this. It's very crooked. I'm okay with it. I'm just going to be okay with those things and let go of, I don't even want to say let go of perfection, because I don't really feel like I've ever been the person who's come on here and been like, everything has to be perfect. I'm more particular about that kind of stuff when I'm doing a custom Patreon spread, but with my own planner, it's okay. And if you're sitting down to do your planner, I would assume most of the people watching this video are not content creators. You're just planning your life and hopefully hanging out with me while you do it. Sometimes stickers don't go down crooked, and sometimes stickers rip as you're trying to pull them up or take them off the page or something like that. And while you may not love how that looks, because I don't love how it looks, the question becomes, is the way that this sticker is placed, is that going to prevent me from using my planner and planning my life and achieving my goals? And if the answer is no, it's not going to prevent you, leave it. You may, though, be very particular in the way that your planner is set up and the way that it looks. And so for some of you, it may be yes. I don't want to minimize, the need that we sometimes have for things to look exactly how they want to look. So if your answer is yes, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. Find a way to change it. You can use undo. You can try to find a replacement sticker, or you can, I need another large purple box here. Or you can use like white label paper to cover up a mistake if you wrote in the wrong spot. I want to see if Purple Boxes and More has the right box. That's not the right color. This is, but we don't have one that doesn't have lines on it. So instead, I'm just going to go for a square. Okay. And this is where it just kind of all comes together. Like I'm going to add in more here, but I want to just sort of place things so I don't forget what I want to go where. All right, now maybe I'll do an after the pen this week. I haven't done one of those in a little while. Let's add in a flower over here. Let's do some sort of bigger element right here. This may be good here. And this sticker book, Spring Allure, if you want to purchase it, it's still available. I know that spring is coming to an end, but be used for next year. You can use code Elise10 to save on your order. All right, let's see. We may be just about set over here. I want to take this sticker, Renew, Rejoice, Relax. I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces. Let's do Renew, Rejoice. I'm purposely kind of shifting it here, and Relax. I like that. It just adds something else there. Okay. Sorry, back to the left side. I want to take the goals sticker and maybe we'll just put it right down here so it covers up that area. And then let's take my tweezers. I recently bought new tweezers, the same ones that I always use, but a new set because I'm going to show you what happens. So these tweezers, I'm not getting a great light. It's also really cloudy and dark today, so I'm going to try to brighten this video in editing, but I apologize if it's a little bit darker. You can see this shiny part here. The paint or like the coating has chipped off, and it makes the tweezers just a little bit harder to use because they can't grip things as smoothly and they tend to rip. This does not have that. So you can see there the difference between them. This is the brand new one. They're really inexpensive. I'll link them below, but I feel like maybe once a year or so I replace these because I just use them so much, especially when I'm using something like bullet points because they, I use it's like every single time. If I'm doing 7 bullet points a week or a day, that's 49 a week times multiple planners times 52 weeks in a year. I don't know what that math is, but it's a lot of bullet points. All right, and finally, the part of the spread that I may be most excited about, because I think this is the first video I can share these with you, I have the new Mildliner dual tip dot markers. These were given out at Go Wild. I also used them during my demonstration that was sponsored by Zebra on Stage. And these are a dual tip dot marker. So you have one end here, normal mild liner, and then you have this, which is a dot. This is going to change in size depending on how hard you press. These are not available yet. As soon as they're available to purchase for the public, I will let you know, I promise, but they're not available yet. But what I like about these is that they're actually a bit firmer than the ones that I've used in the past. So they're not as spongy. Marielle, Mom and a Girl with Plans, gave me that word. Um, and I think it was a good word for it, because if you have the Kuretake Zig Dot, you'll know that those are a bit spongy. These are a little bit more firm. So when you just kind of tap, you get a smaller bullet point. You have to press a decent amount harder to get a bigger bullet point, but it's not like a painful hard. It's just more pressure. And I feel like when something has a harder tip like that, it gives you more control. You've probably noticed when I've used my Zig Dot ones in the past, the bullet points all kind of look like they have different sizes because I have less control over them. And these I really love because they give me more control. There's also a really good variety of colors. So I think the final thing I want to do here is just add something right in here. We're going to add in a little book. And there we go. My spread is finished. And I feel like one thing is checked off my list, because not only is the video done, but my planner is ready for my week. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is Rainbow Quotes Volume 2 by Kell of a Plan. I don't remember if that one is still in stock, but Rainbow Quotes Volume 3 should be. And again, Live Love Posh, you can save using code Elise10. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.